It's now time for the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. The Mike Wagner Show can be heard on Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, YouTube, iTunes, Anchor FM, Radio Public, and the MikeWagnerShow.com. Mike brings you great guests and interesting people from all across the globe. So sit back, relax, and enjoy another great episode of the Mike Wagner Show.
Hey everybody, it's Mike from the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Looking at a professional website without breaking your budget? Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs at below the competition way. Call today at 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show. Get 10% off your first order. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level. Also, the Mike Wagner Show can be heard on the Mike Wagner Show.com. You can check our Facebook page at facebook.com/The Mike Wagner Show. You can download and listen on Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also on Anchor FM, Radio Public, iTunes, Google Play, Apple, Stitcher, Deezer, and more. Take the Mike Wagner Show with you on any mobile device. Subscribe to the Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel. Also play the Mike Wagner Show on your iPhone, Alexa, smartphone, Android, your tablet, laptop, and also your desktop as well. And if you have Alexa, just tell her to play the Mike Wagner Show, and she'll be glad to do it for you. We're here with a wonderful duo on a very special occasion, and one is from the other side of the pond, and one is on the opposite side here in the United States, just join forces, coming together to put out a great Christmas tune since Christmas time here. And we have a lady who's out in London as well, too, with such rave reviews. And she worked as Tupac's engineer, and she also has a group called M and the Gems. And they also have a wonderful player as well, too, who basically saxophone player from Bermuda, played with Wycliffe Jean, the Madden Brothers, Natasha Bedingfield, and more, and joining forces together to create some wonderful music. And live right here, ladies and gentlemen, from one side of the pond to the other side of the states, all coming together on a very, very special Christmas edition on the Mike Wagner Show. Ladies and gentlemen, M and Gianluca Gibbons. Guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thanks for joining us today.
Hi, morning.
Good morning, good morning. Good to be here.
Well, it's great to have you guys together. I mean, this is just a great moment. And you're a classically trained indie pop piano virtuoso. You walked into a bar. You wound up working for Tupac's engineer, and you met Gianluca in a very unique way. And Gianluca, you've play saxophone, and you grew up in Bermuda, and you play pretty much all over the world. You play for Wycliffe Jean, the Madden Brothers, Natasha Bedingfield, and more. And you also have a great Christmas tune, which is getting a lot of raves. But before we talk about that, tell us how you got started. So we'll start off with M, and how you got your career started.
Yeah, so for me, I was a classical pianist since I was 4 years old. So from a really young age, I was playing all around the UK and Europe, performing as a child concert pianist. And then I got really into, in my teenage years, songwriting and singing and also acting. And I kind of just, that's when I started writing songs. I just bounced between everything for a while. And then eventually, ended up in LA. I moved to New York first to go to drama school, and I went to LA to pursue film. But when I got there, the music industry was just so great that that's kind of what ended up happening. And I met Bruce Witkin, who's an incredible Grammy-nominated producer, worked with Alice Cooper and Johnny Depp and all of those people. And he wanted to help me out and offered to record my first EP for free, which was incredible. And so I ended up doing that last year. That was released in July 2018, and just finished a 12-track album with him, which is a follow-up to that. And it's just been a really awesome journey. My first EP was all about my experience with rape. It was dedicated to sexual assault survivors, and that got a lot of traction and helped a lot of people around the world, which was a really amazing thing. So I'm really grateful for my journey so far.
That is amazing too. And Gianluca, tell us how you got your career started. I mean, you got a fantastic story to tell.
Oh, I've been playing saxophone since about the age of 8, and I had the fortunate playing while I was growing up in different countries. And by 2010, I moved to California to study music. And I've been here ever since. I started my band Heritage while I was in college, and we started playing in California and ended up playing around the country, also back home in Bermuda. And about 2017, had the fortunate opportunity of crossing paths with Tommy D, who we worked with on this Christmas track. And he's worked with, Prince, Tupac, everybody. And, some blessings helped us cross paths. I cut a record with him that's due to be released this year with my band. And after meeting M and writing the song, we decided that he'd be the best guy to co-produce with, and he was available, and it was amazing. But the career journey's been amazing, and to write a Christmas song, and a lot of times people don't write Christmas songs until later in the career, but I think we've been blessed with one early on, and I'm excited about it.
Wow, that is amazing. And you guys came together in such a unique way, and tell us how you guys met.
So I was performing a solo show at the Mint in LA, and Gianluca just happened to be in the audience, and I got a message that night being like, "Oh, you were so great, I really want to book you for one of my events." And I was like, "Sure." So then a few weeks later, I showed up and I played for an event that Gianluca runs, and that was the day we met. It was the 2nd of November this year, and we literally, this whole song, our partnership, working with Tommy D, all of that came together in the space of 3 to 4 weeks, which was crazy. We spent pretty much every hour together for the past month. So yeah, it was a very sort of crazy, strange situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, no, and it was pretty awesome because when I heard her the first time playing, I go out a lot listening to music in LA because a lot of times I'm also scouting people, to play at my Soul Pop Sessions event. And it was such an amazing set that she had played. Like, the music was so different. It was so captivating. And I was like, okay, I have to bring this to the audience at my venue. And then it was the exact reaction that I thought. So we decided to meet up. I was like, look, we clearly have synergy. We both like each other's music. Let's create something. And then M had the suggestion of doing a Christmas song. And I was like, well, okay, let's do it. And it's just like, I had no time leading up to that point. I was busy with a lot of things. And then the time just opened up. And we needed more time to create, and the time was there. And everything that we kind of needed for the song just kind of fell into place. It came in, it came into the space. It presented itself. So it was a bit of a Christmas miracle, and we pulled it off. So many great people came together to help us make this happen, And again, an arranger, Jason, Left Eddie, he did the string. So just phenomenal talents that came together at a very short notice and produced an exciting Christmas track. So there's so much to be grateful for,
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was just going to say it really was amazing. Like Gianluca said, that how it all came together, because both of us are super busy, and I don't think either of us, and we didn't plan to spend as much time as we did. We originally booked in, I think, 2 6-hour studio sessions to get all the recording done, which ended up being like an entire week's worth of like 12-hour long sessions, and actually cultivated in Thanksgiving, the day before Thanksgiving, going into the studio at 7:45 p.m. at night and coming out at 7 a.m. on Thanksgiving morning, having been awake the whole night in the studio creating this song. And it was such a crazy thing to just sort of open Thanksgiving together, having like finished the production of the song. It came together in such an amazing way.
That is something too. And of course, and you're still able to have turkey afterwards.
Yeah. Well, not for me. I'm vegan. Yeah.
we had tofurkey.
Yeah.
Ooh, you guys are making me hungry already. All right, let's go. Let's go ahead and play the track here. Christmas with You and with M and Gianluca Gibbons right here on the Mike Wagner Show.
Down, I'm alone again. this year. Car won't start, we're apart, but the holiday is here. Dreaming of sipping chocolate by the fire. It's Christmas with you, such a far-fetched desire. Who's that guy over there with nowhere to go? Who's that girl with the bass? Why she here on her own? Can this be a moment to share? For Christmas with you, be Christmas forever. Something so strange brought us together. For Christmas with you, be Christmas forever. Merry Christmas. May I join you? Yeah. I'm glad to see your plans turned out well. Perfectly. How could you tell? I was thinking of home till you came my way. Well, now that I know, perhaps this is fate. The season of love has so much to give. Open your heart. That is the gift. Won't you come dance with me? Bring that beautiful smile. Your hands feel so warm and it dancing away. Can this be? A moment to share? Good Christmas with you. Be Christmas forever. Something so strange brought us together. Good Christmas with you. Be Christmas forever. Christmas with you, be Christmas forever. Something so strange brought us together. Christmas with you. Christmas with you.
Christmas with you, M and Gianluca Gibbons on the Mike Wagner Show. That is fantastic. Guys, you did a great job. I just want to say that.
Oh, thank you so much.
That-
Thank you so much.
That was terrific. And where can we find your music?
So everywhere. It's on YouTube. It'll be on Spotify and Apple Music early next week. It will be available everywhere. It's Christmas with You, capital EM. I'm M, and Gianluca Gibbons.
That is fantastic. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, I was just saying yes, indeed.
I mean, it's just a great song. Makes me want to have a little eggnog with you guys. That's a great tune. So, all right, we'll be back with more.
We had eggnog in the making.
Ooh, I'll take some right now. So, while we're having a little eggnog, we'll be back with M and Gianluca Gibbons. Listen to The Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Look at a professional website without breaking your budget. Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs that blow the competition away. Call today at 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show. Get 10% off your first order. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level. Also, the Mike Wagner Show can be heard on the MikeWagnerShow.com. You can check our Facebook page at facebook.com/the Mike Wagner Show. You can download and listen on Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also on Anchor FM, Radio Public, iTunes, Google Play, Apple, Stitcher, Deezer, and more. Take the Mike Wagner Show with you on any mobile device and subscribe to the Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel. We're here with M and Gianluca Gibbons live together on the Mike Wagner Show. with M being on the other side of the pond and Gianluca on the other side of the states, all coming together for a great Christmas tune and talk about some of their works as well, too. You can find Christmas with You all over on the internet, streaming, and, just make sure you download it for your Christmas as well. And going into next year, make it a permanent part of your Christmas collection. So getting back to with M and Gianluca Gibbons here, and of course, just a few more things here. And what's the one moment that influenced you into what you were both are doing, the precise moments? So M, let's start with you.
Sorry, do you mind just repeating that question?
Oh, repeat, I'm sorry. What was the one moment that precisely influenced you into what you're doing?
For the Christmas song?
That and also your career.
I mean, for the Christmas song, it was crazy because, like Gianluca said earlier, we met for lunch and we were saying we need to collaborate, and I actually said, well, I'm actually going back to England in a few weeks for Christmas, so there's not really time. And as soon as I said Christmas out loud, I was like, we've got to write a Christmas song. And like you said, it was so unexpected, I think, for both of our career journeys. So yeah, I mean, where I'm about to release a new album and Gianluca's doing all of his stuff, and I don't think either of us really expected this to happen, and it just sort of immediately did. But in terms of my biggest influence for my whole career, I mean, I honestly don't even know how to answer that question. I've been influenced by so many artists and so many people in my life. And to be honest, the biggest influence for everything I do is trying to make a difference. All of my music is about things that I've sort of struggled with in my life or been through, whether it's upbeat or not. And I really I try to sort of inspire and to show people that no matter what you've been through, you can get through it. I've been through a lot of my life, and I publicly disclosed that and released it in my music to try and spread a message of hope, really. So I guess that's it for me.
Mm-hmm.
And
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Mike. And you're about to say something amazing.
No. You read my mind. How you like that? and of course, I'm right in the middle too, other side of the pond, other side of the states. I mean, technology is amazing. all right. Let's finish with you as well, Gianluca. What's the one precise moment that influenced you into your career?
Well, just with the track, it was so heavily influenced by our story. I mean, as we were writing the track, we were getting to know each other. I think our first writing session might have been was the third time I had ever seen M in person. So as we're writing the track, especially the opening line, where the two characters first meet, in a sense, we were just meeting. So the lines and the lyrics of the song were actually authentic to like our experience. Like it paralleled so nicely, and I think it really helped us write from a place of authenticity because we had no choice. It was two people who were actually meeting, writing a song about two people who were meeting. So I mean, it was it couldn't have been a better first song to write together. So that was wonderful. And
I love it. I can imagine, two people meeting to write, inspired by two people meeting. Where by two people, then two other people meeting two other people, and two other people meeting two other people, and so on, and it spreads. I know how that goes.
Oh, no, it's great. It's great. You said it so eloquently, so it was perfect.
Thank you. Go ahead.
And for my career, my mom's a singer. And my dad's an orator, evangelist, minister, and so I've grown up hearing them tell their stories. So many different ways and different places, the different audiences. And that's really inspired my music career because I pride myself more so as a storyteller. So I do sing, I do play saxophone, I do write music, but it's all to tell a story, to inspire, to uplift, to challenge the audience to think, to reconsider, So that's what fuels my career. So, when we had a chance to write this Christmas song and truly tell a story that that you don't really hear during Christmas. People get lonely. People have Christmases that don't work out so well. I mean, It is a season of cheer, but it's also a season of, that a lot of people struggle through. So being able to come together, and M has had her experiences, I've had mine. So to kind of combine those mutual experiences and tell like a untouched story through Christmas and really flip the script a little bit. I mean, it was a great culmination of my career to this point. To be able to put that out there and have that as a gift, as a reoccurring gift every Christmas season. Now it's there forever, just like the lyric says, Christmas forever. We've created something that that can forever be a part of Christmas. And I think, yeah, it's a good place to be, man.
Wow, that is a great story. And speaking of Christmas, what are your most memorable Christmas moments? Like your favorite Christmas story? It can also be funny as well, too. And so one of you go ahead and share your favorite Christmas story.
I'm going to hand it over to you while I think about it.
Okay. Man, you know, I guess I'll say one of my most memorable, my family on a whim moved to Jamaica, right? So we moved to Jamaica. I must have been like in third grade, third or fourth grade. And at the time, I mean, we were living a very, very simple life. We had just gotten there. My parents hadn't gotten jobs yet, so there wasn't a lot of money. So we couldn't afford a Christmas tree. But I came down Christmas morning, and I don't know who, it must be my mom or my dad, I don't know. They had put in a sugar cane as a Christmas tree, and then she had cut out a star in like gift wrapping, and then she like scotch taped it to the top of the sugar cane, and all the gifts were under it. And I loved it. Like as a kid, I was just like, we have a sugar cane.
Wow.
This is amazing. You know? I mean, I didn't interpret it as, you know, life wasn't so, you know, great back then, but it was. And I'll never forget it. We just moved into this house. There was no furniture because we had just gotten there. You know, it was empty, but man, what a beautiful Christmas it was. I can still remember the present that I got from under that sugar cane.
Wow.
And, I mean, that's what shows our Christmas is, man. It was a family. We were together. We were in a different country. But it still worked. It was still magic. It was still a blessing. God was good, man. So, yeah, that's my fond Christmas memory.
Wow, that is something. You know, putting on tape on a Christmas tree to add something to it is like, that's very unique and very special. Oh, my gosh, that is amazing. Okay,
Yeah,
go ahead, Em. Go ahead, Em. We already gave you some time here, so go ahead.
Yeah, no, I love that. I don't think I can beat that, actually. I just love Christmas. Like for me, it's just a time for family. In general, like we're not like a hugely family-orientated family. We don't spend loads of time together every weekend, every day. That's when I was growing up, and Christmas was always the one time of year where no matter what, it was family time. Like we're all going to be here and we're all going to be a part of this, and it's going to be fun and enjoyable. And so for me, it literally symbolizes family because it's the one time of the year where that was always the priority and there was no excuses and you had to be there. And so we've been all around the world on Christmases too for various reasons, but no matter what, we've always stuck together. But then the song, obviously has its story of being alone at Christmas, and I have experienced that before as well, and it's really challenging. So I'm really happy. This is my first Christmas in 3 years to be at home with my family in England. So I'm very, very excited, and hopefully this Christmas might be the best one.
That is amazing. Looking forward to have many Christmases with you guys, and we'll get to what's coming up with you guys, some of your projects and more. You listen to The Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Look at a professional website without breaking your budget. Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs that blow the competition away. Call today at 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960, or email to support at sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show. Get 10% off your first order. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level. Also, the Mike Wagner Show can be heard on the MikeWagnerShow.com. You can check our Facebook page at Facebook.com/the Mike Wagner Show. You can download and listen on Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also on Anchor FM, Radio Public, iTunes, Google Play, Apple, and more. Take the Mike Wagner Show with you on any mobile device and subscribe to the Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel. We're here with Em and Gianluca Gibbons talking about their hit song Christmas With You, now streaming. You can get as a Christmas gift. You can download for yourself or for your loved ones as well, too, here on the Mike Wagner Show. And we're going to talk about some of the projects you have as well, too. And let's start off with Em as well, too. You've got Em and the Gems as one of your projects. Tell us all about that.
Yeah, so Em and the Gems is my band in LA. They're absolutely amazing. And we've been working together for about a year. They all played on my album, which we recorded last year. It's going to drop in January. It's called Reborn. And they're just an incredible group. It's 5 of us. And my bass player, Spoonie, is, one of my best friends. He's amazing. He's toured the world he's opened for Prince and Guns N' Roses, and he's seen it all. And so he's such an amazing person to have by my side. And yeah, we've been playing around in LA. We've just been offered a residency at Harvell's, which is a historic, famous blues club in LA. So that's going to start in January. So I'm really happy about that. And yeah, the album also is coming out in January, so there's a lot going on with that. I'm really, really happy about it.
Sounds amazing. And where can we find your album in January?
It will be everywhere. So Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon, Google Play, and it's called Reborn, and it's and yeah, it will be available everywhere.
That is amazing. We'd like to have you on again and talk more about the album and your other projects. And Gianluca, you played with Wycliffe Jean, Natasha Bedingfield, Nico and Benz, and more. And what was it like working with those guys?
Well, I've been in LA for a while, so I've been able to do a lot of great shows and share the stage with these amazing artists. I think probably my most memorable one was opening with for Wyclef Jean. So my band that I play with, mostly Heritage, with Hannah, she actually she worked with Wyclef prior to being a part of the band. And after our set, I was about to walk off stage, and Wyclef walked on, and he brought us back on stage. And, kind of thanked us and, gave me a hug on stage. And it was really impactful, because he's such a big artist. He didn't have to, do that sort of thing, but he kind of kept me on stage and really made it a warm experience. So that just been phenomenal. And it's really kind of inspired the journey of the band. Like, we have a new record that we're releasing in 2020 under Heritage. And, yeah, I'm just excited, just kind of telling our story. Like I was saying, through our story and our experience through music, and so excited to share that. But yeah, man, it's been great working with these artists, man. They're beautiful people. They're beautiful people that are sharing their stories. That's lovely.
That was amazing too. You all played from South Africa to Spain. You studied jazz in Cuba, and what was your favorite place to play?
Man, I think one of my most memorable moments as far as music was probably Cuba. I went to Cuba for 6 weeks by myself to study jazz. And Cuba doesn't have cell phone service, doesn't really have much internet. And I went there literally by myself. And I had a house that was next to a park, and then I had lessons every day. And I would spend hours playing in the park, and then 2 hours a day on my lesson and sleep. And it was probably, I feel like, unplugged from the world. Like, I was off the grid. Nobody could call me. Nobody could find me. It was just me, music, and Cuba. And probably one of the most magical experiences I've ever had, for sure.
Wow. I love to go play there one day, too. And of course, while you're in Cuba as well, too, and you played 6 hours in the park, how much of a reception did you get from people when you played in the park? What was the reaction? Was it like, hey, that's great? And, what was like the overall reaction? Or say, people put coins in or something?
No, it was actually quite comical, because I never heard this old man who would walk through the park every day to go to work. And without fail, he would stop for like 15 or 20 minutes. He'd stand there and watch me practice, share some words, and then continue on his way. And then there were kids there was a horse stable close by, and they would like ride the horses, and they'd come by, talk a little bit. So it was like within the 6 weeks, I had this little community of people, that just knew I would practice in the park, and they just come see me every day. And I'd appreciate the social interaction. They get back to my practices.
Amazing too. And am I getting all that? Does that inspire you to go to Cuba and practice what you're doing?
I actually have been to Cuba and loved it, but not for music. I mean, I spent a lot of time in the music scene there. Yeah, Cuba's an amazing place. But yeah, I mean, that's a great. I've also played all around the world, and it's always like an amazing experience to see how different cultures and different people appreciate what you do, and how it can bring light to them and how they like to get involved. And I remember similarly when I was living in New York, there was this guy who every Sunday wheeled a grand piano to Washington Square Park.
Wow.
No matter what the weather. And so I discovered this man one day, and I was like, wow, okay. Well, actually, what happened is there was the France terrorist attacks, and everyone was going to Washington Square Park for the memorial. I saw this grand piano and this man playing, and I asked if I could play something sort of in in remembrance of what had happened and all the people. And I did, and then I became friends with him, and it turned out that every single Sunday he would go to his storage unit, which was, I think he said something like 5 miles away, get his wheels, his sort of apparatus, put this grand piano, take it apart, put it on, bring it to Washington Square Park, set it up, and just play. And so for a while I was living in New York, I went there every week and just played in Washington Square Park. And it was just, a very similar thing. You would just see people, there's lots of people who just walk by and do what they do. There's lots of people who just come and sit and enjoy you, or people who want to ask you questions. And I love playing in public places that are unexpected, that aren't supposed to be a performance, and to just naturally have that connection with people is an amazing thing.
That sounds amazing as well, too. And I cannot imagine having this guy wheel his grand piano 5 miles away. It's like, I'd be tired after like a quarter mile trying to haul that thing.
I know, it's crazy. And he would take it up and tear it down again and take it all the way to his storage unit. I was like, this is ridiculous, man. But I mean, good for him. I'm really inspired by him. I have to say that. I have to get a grand piano, and I'll have to do the same thing just to, get it set up in a park, play, and just do that. I think that's one of my life's goals. I like that one. and of course, Em, you mentioned you've been around the world as well too, and you said I've been in America, I've been in England, a few other places. Which country is your favorite place to play? Wow, that's a really difficult question. I remember playing in Italy when I was young, when I was still in the classical world. I played at the Fazioli concert hall in Italy, and I met Mr. Fazioli himself, the designer of one of the biggest piano brands in the world, which was incredible. And it was just I love the Italian people, and the kind of love and appreciation they have for art and culture and music and grandiosity. That was a really amazing time. So Italy was incredible. So many places, honestly, it would be really hard to pick. Because to be honest, I love playing everywhere, and as I said earlier, it's really lovely to see the different responses and the different ways that people enjoy it wherever you are. But I think the thing that sticks out to me the most is just how many times I've learned the lesson that music truly is a universal language, and that no matter that I'm singing my songs in English, wherever I am, people can understand it and feel the emotion behind it and appreciate it for what it is. And I think that's a really beautiful thing and a testament to how powerful music is.
That is fantastic, too. And, of course, speaking of languages as well, too, Gianluca, you're fluent in three languages. Tell us what you're fluent in. And we like to maybe just utter a phrase or a line or somewhere around there in 3 different languages. I'd love to hear what you got in different tongues.
Okay, sure. Moi, je parle français parce que j'étais en Afrique pour 7 ans avec ma famille. Mon père, il travaillait como misionero. Estoy muy feliz de estar acá hablando con vosotros, que es un placer, y espero que escuchan mi nueva canción con Em de Navidad para siempre. So that's not 2 languages. Spanish. I said wonderful things. It's okay.
I love hearing wonderful things. I have to say that. It's like I got to learn some myself. It's like, heck, who needs Rosetta Stone when I can learn from you guys?
It's a pleasure, man. I lived in Cameroon for 7 years. My family was a missionary, so I actually learned French and Spanish growing up French and English at the same time. Those are my first 2 languages. And then I learned Spanish in high school, where I finished off high school in Valencia, Spain, and English. And you think about languages, it's a lot like music. And the reason why I say that is because as you're learning a new language, it goes beyond the words. It's like in music, you read the notes on paper. Mm-hmm. And in music, in language, that's the vocabulary. But then it's the inflections, it's the character people put in it, the sayings that are attributable to like the specific culture. Like French and Spanish. Even Spanish is so different from Spain to Cuba to Mexico to Argentina. It's so different. Mm-hmm. And as you're learning it, you learn it like music. You have to watch people's mouths, their articulation, where they take their breaths, where they hold the letters, what letters they take out. And I'm fascinated by languages, and I'm hoping to like incorporate that also in my music writing, because you just express differently. It's literally like, for me, like, you can have different personalities in different languages because the culture that you learned it in, the time space that you learned it in, just defines how you wear that language, you know. It's a cool phenomenon.
Wow, that is something. That is something. And of course, you know, you talk about languages, music, and everything else. Who are your favorite artists and singers growing up? So one of you go ahead.
I'll let Ed go first.
For me, I always had such a broad interest in music. I've never sort of been stuck to one genre, but I loved a lot of older artists. So I was a huge fan of Pink Floyd, of Queen, British, just lots of British sort of progressive rock bands. Nina Simone was huge for me. Jamie Cullum, who's a very famous jazz artist in the UK. A huge mix. But yeah, I would say like Pink Floyd, Queen, Nina Simone were huge for me. But I have had so many influences from all over the place, and also obviously in the classical world too. So yeah, it's been a lot.
That is amazing. And Gianluca, go ahead.
For me, it's a little different. I mean, I grew up in a missionary family, so a lot of the music that I had growing up was what we'd sing in like small family worships, what my mom would sing when she performed, or like if you went to different places, like what the congregation would sing. And the music in Cameroon is just so beautiful. It's very harmonic. They don't have it's like harmonic and percussion. So my introduction to music was really the voices of the people around me, and just that it's like the storytelling is the experience. So it's always been like a mood and emotion for me. But I guess my biggest influence is probably my mom, because I would hear her practicing all the time. And my sister was also a pianist, and she'd wake up every morning and practice from like 5:30 a.m. to like 7:30 a.m. And I would hear it playing every morning, and just like it just burst this love for music. I'm lying in my bed at 6 a.m. just hearing my sister practice, you know, every single morning, and it does something to you, you know. So really, like in my home, that's the music that really kind of got me going. And my dad also used to play sax too. So.
Oh wow, that's amazing! Yeah. So like father like son, that is something. Heck, who needs coffee at 5:30, 7:30 in the morning? Just play the piano.
I know, right? Exactly. Great alarm clock. That
was me. Yeah.
and of course, tell them to set up the grand piano and play in a park and wake everybody up in the morning. You guys can do that too. So.
Everybody gets alarmed.
There you go. And of course, any plans besides talking about your upcoming albums and everything in 2020? Any upcoming plans for tours in 2020, guys?
Yeah, nothing is confirmed, but really hoping to do Europe in the summer of 2020. So that's kind of on the cards, and also America, at least the West Coast, maybe in the earlier part of the summer. So we'll see. Nothing's confirmed, but yes, hopefully.
Yep, and I have my residency soul pop sessions, which I created with my band Heritage, and we do it every month. And that's kind of like our local spot where we just kind of curated a culture. So there is some potential of touring, and likely we'll probably be towards the summer or towards the later part of the year. But as far as anything else, every month we'll be in downtown Los Angeles putting on our show, man. So looking forward to that. And
looking forward to it as well, too. And would like to have you both on, or separately, or both, or however you guys work in 2020. You guys are fantastic. And just a few more things here. What's the best advice you can give to anybody at this point?
The best advice to who? To anybody?
To anybody, yeah.
Sorry, can you say that one more time?
I said, what's the best advice you can give to anybody at this point in terms of careers or music or anything?
I think just be true to yourself and don't be scared. I think, there's a lot of sort of pressure to be a certain way in the music industry and to sing about a certain thing or to look a certain way or to play a certain type of music. And I think that really the most beautiful artists are, art comes out of people who are not really afraid to be themselves and do something different and something that might take longer to work or, might take longer to be recognized or appreciated, but that is something so unique and so true and something that deserves to be heard. So I think don't try and fit into the norm.
Yeah, and that's so important, you know. And even as you're doing that, I would add to that and say, you have to work hard in life. You're gonna have to work hard. You're gonna have to set high goals. It's not gonna be easy, but it doesn't mean it doesn't have to be fun. You know, so protect your goals, protect your dreams by finding ways to do it in ways that you're gonna enjoy it. Because you're gonna have to do it anyway. And you can do it for the rest of your life. So you might as well enjoy it. You know?
Yeah, us creating this song, I mean, it definitely was not easy, especially the fact that we had basically 3 weeks to do it. It was not easy at all, but we had just the most fun month ever, and it really is possible to, I think, achieve amazing things and get so much work done and really enjoy and appreciate the process at the same time.
One last thing I'll add, there's a line in the song that says, the season of love has so much to give. Open your heart, that is a gift. And what that does is it leaves space for the unknown, for serendipity, for blessing, for whatever you want to call it. And as you're working hard, as you're doing your things, keep open space where the unexpected can take place. You don't have to be in control of all of it, because God, the universe, blessings will come to you if you're open to it. So work hard, follow your plans, but always be open for that blessing, for that light. Because if you're available, it'll find you at the right time, just how the song found us. And it's going to find you soon, too, when you listen to it every Christmas.
Sooner or later, it is going to happen. So, yeah.
Exactly.
Sooner or later. So that's the best lesson that I've got from you guys is basically just keep open. And Em and Gianluca, it's been a pleasure having you guys. Thank you for your time. You guys have been fantastic. Love to have you both and are separate in 2020. And look forward to having you again soon. Keep us up to date. And lastly, what's your upcoming projects? What's your website? How do people contact you? Where can people purchase your music?
For me, all my social media, my website is M the Master. M is EM. And Spotify, Apple Music, everywhere. That's where all my music is. That's just under M, capital EM. But find me online at M the Master, and all my updates and everything will be there. I have an album coming out in 2020, lots of new videos. And yeah, right now, just jamming this Christmas song on repeat.
Yes, indeed. And you can find my music at heritagetheduo.com. Got a cool song out, Fashion Slayer, for all fashionable people, but it's all about, you know, feeling good in what you wear. And then also under my name, Gianluca Gibbons, spelled the Italian way, Gibbons the English way. I'll let y'all figure that out. But you can check out the music. And y'all keep listening to Mike Wagner Show.
Thank you guys. Greatly appreciate it.
Yeah. This is the Mike Wagner Show. He's doing his thing.
Thank you guys. Thank you very much. Em and Gianluca Gibbons on the Mike Wagner Show. Thank you guys so much for your time. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. We'll look forward to having you guys in 2020. And do us a favor, keep us up to date. You guys are fantastic.
Yes, indeed. Thank you for having us, brother.
Mike. Thanks for having us.
Thanks for listening to The Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. The Mike Wagner Show can be heard on Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, iTunes, YouTube, Anchor FM, Radio Public, and themikewagnershow.com. Please support our program with your donations at themikewagnershow.com. Join us again next time for another great episode of The Mike Wagner Show.